because there will be thousands of problems and thousands of opinions, and you really need to stick to what is the really big thing, where's the one thing that I can actually impact and change that will turn this around.
During a crisis, as a leader, you are expected to lead from the front. You're expected to actually take decisions, but nobody can know everything. You obviously need a lot of people around you, supporting you with information. How do you gather the information, and then what kind of core team do you set up in terms of crisis? How do you get, the relevant feedback and the coaching that you need?
Well, I think first the team, obviously because I do technology, I need to know, I need the architects, I need the people that know how are all the systems talking together. If the systems are affected, that's what you need to know to find that one or two or three things to focus on. In the hospitality industry, obviously it's the customer systems, because you want your customers to be able to come to your hotels, your booking solutions, your room solutions and everything. So we communicate with those who have very good knowledge about how everything is connected. And then you let them sort of communicate with those that are specialists about each system, because I can't go into that, obviously. Then on the other side, you have the operational part, the people that are actually running the business. Because I think in tech, it's easy for us to focus on getting the tech right and forgetting what is the most tech efficient solution for the business. That's where we need to focus as well. So you constantly need a sort of to bridge operations with what is the most important thing for us to solve business-wise, with the people who know, okay, if we focus on that, how will that affect the other systems? In the cyber attack, it was also very much communicating with the press. And I think maybe that was, on my part anyway, what I was least prepared for. I hadn't really thought about that there would be so much interest from the external world. So that was a skill set that I had to learn. And like I said, we have a very good communications and PR department, so they were coaching very well there. Well, you need to find coaches in the areas that you realize during the crisis that you don't have competence in, because you don't really know that beforehand where you're gonna come short.
How do you make decisions? Where is the mind and the brain and the gut feeling? How do you come to fast decision making? What's your path on that?
I think one of the things that I train myself for a lot is to very quickly get an overview of a situation. So I try to always have a broad view of what's going on at all times, so that you can leverage on that, so that you don't have to figure it out when a crisis actually happens. But apart from that, I think obviously there's no rule that you can always apply, because every crisis is a bit different. But it's very much on focusing on where it hurts the most, what is the most important thing to solve, and not get stuck in all the other problems. Because there will be thousands of problems and thousands of opinions, and you really need to stick to what is the really big thing, where's the one thing that I can actually impact and change that will turn this around. I think that is what I do basically, is to find that one or two or three things that will make a huge difference, and then you can work your way backwards, because you have more time then on the rest of the problems.